The number one goal with Rock River, mine and my brother's dream, was to build guns to the best of our ability. Not let substandard stuff out the door. Be creative, give them the most accuracy, give them the highest quality right off the get-go, and warranty your product.
Our strengths in the market is the price point that we reach with the precision that we're able to get out of our firearms. There's always been the long time saying that a bolt action will always outperform an AR in accuracy. And while there may be some truth to that, I would put any of our ARs against most bolt actions in the industry that are claiming these high precision, long range shots. So that's definitely going to be our strength, as well as our price point on those. I mean, you can go buy a $2,200 bolt action that might shoot a 3/4 inch group. It might not, but we always guarantee that our ARs will, which is pretty phenomenal in the AR world.
Our first product was 1911s customized. A few years into it, we moved into the AR-15 or LAR-15 line, building rifles and pistols, and then moved into other calibers. Then we introduced our LAR-8 line, which was our 308 line, based on a FN FAL magazine. And then 9/11 had happened, and we had put products in for the contract for the DEA and FBI, and we were awarded that in 2003. That took us down a whole nother journey as a company. It helped us grow. From there, we started down multiple other product lines.
There's a lot of companies that will drop a project, for instance, based on cost factors, whereas my dad is too bullheaded, and if he encounters something as a personal challenge, oh, it won't work, it'll never work, you know, such as like the 4.5 inch 223 Rock that we have. And it's just, no matter how many dollars you're gonna lose on it, he does not care about that because it's a personal challenge at this point and he's gonna get it to work. And that's just the kind of person he is, you know, he's a hard worker. So, and he's really passionate in the gun industry, and it might not even be something that the public would want, but it's something he wants to accomplish within himself. So that's super cool to see someone that driven in something, and that's what I would say sells our product, is it's the driving factor.
Rock River Arms was created by family. We're a very family-oriented company, and we take pride in that. We put a lot of time and effort into our quality side on testing procedures and making sure we put out a product that's reliable for everybody, because we want our family traditions to be passed along to other families. We take great pride in that.
So what Rock River has always done, whether it's in a 1911, which we guarantee 1.5 groups in 9mm 45 ACP, we've been doing that for 25 years. Same thing with the AR-15 line and the AR-10 style line. We've been guaranteeing 3/4 minute of angle, and we know that the guns will shoot better than that. And in the bolt action line, we're seeing groups in both 6.5 Creedmoor and 308 at 100 yards, well under a half inch, which is what our guarantee is. In our 308 semi-autos, we get the same results. If you can hold it, the gun will shoot it. A few years ago, a friend of mine and myself sat down at SHOT, and we were discussing future of business and re-diversifying our company. The bolt action was the first concept come to mind, and to get us into more of a hunting line.
I think it's great to expand your portfolio. Really show the knowledge that you've obtained over the years and put it into play in the company. The bolt action world right now is really filled with that $2,000 price range, and getting into that really high dollar custom feel, you know, where you go to a gunsmith and you say, I want this, this, and this. We really want to be the company that's able to produce that for those people. You're giving people this custom feel with a manufacturer's guarantee. And I just think that's a great opportunity for us to get into with the capabilities that we have.
With my background in precision rifles, whether it was as a law enforcement marksman or whether it was as a competitive shooter, I came to understand that attention to detail is critical. And without proper attention to detail, you're not going to have an accurate rifle. You're not going to have a consistently shooting rifle. The number one thing when it comes to rifle accuracy is the barrel. The quality of the barrel, how much effort barrel makers put into inspection when they're done, as far as air gauging, making sure that the Lancer grooves are properly lapped. If the barrel isn't good, there's nothing else you're going to be able to do to that rifle to make it shoot.
I'm very, very specific on hand crowning on what I would call superior accuracy firearms. You know, machine crowns are good, but I feel that a touch-up or a final hand crown is key, along with just the general process of the barrel, you know, all the way through. We cryogenic every match barrel at Rock River. And bolt guys will say, well, I'm not shooting 50, 60 rounds at a time, and so the cryogenics doesn't really necessarily apply to me. They do in the foundation of you're not getting your buildup or your fouling inside your bore. And for every shot you take, you'll get more copper fouling, and that copper fouling opens up group size. The other side of cryogenic is if there is even a minute amount of stress in that barrel and you get rid of it through cryogenics, when you're taking that 600, 800, or 1,000 meter shot, that helps you at the longer distances. That's where you actually see it.
When it comes to precision, having a very uniform, precise action is important. One of the things that I like about the receiver assembly that we use is the fact that the recoil lug is integral to the receiver itself. Also, the recoil lug is much thicker too, which gives you less flex when the rifle fires. One of the other things that I really like about our rifle system is the Trigger Tech triggers that we use.
We know there's a lot of choices out there, so when you have a choice between a Rock River and another manufacturer, what type of customer service are you going to get? Do we stand behind the gun? And then, of course, how many choices do you have? A lot of the big manufacturers, if they have a certain rifle that they're producing, that's what that rifle is across the board. Whereas with Rock River, you have the flexibility to change that gun up a little bit and make it more specific to what you're looking for.
As you start to shoot more often and you start to develop your own skills and work on yourself, just like we're always trying to do, you don't want the limiting factor to be the firearm. And once you shoot it, you'll know.